Hello everybody, and welcome to Metroid Prime 3. It's here at last. The game that I didn't even know if I'd be able to play until I found out about Prime Hack. I'm not sure if there's a lot to say about this one. This game came out back when I was still in high school, which I graduated from high school in 2012. I don't remember exactly which year it came out. I loved it. I still think I like Prime 2 more, but Prime 3 is a very close second and does shine more than Prime 2 in some areas. But yeah, hard to believe this came out that long ago, and we're only just now getting a sequel that was teased at the end of this one. What the heck, Nintendo? I was about to say, like, wait, where'd the save file go on this one? But I think it's because, I completed it and then saved, and it said something about having to start new if I saved after the end. Anyway, let's hop in. Metroid Prime 3 Corruption. I don't know if you guys could see that tiny little dot in the middle of the game window. I don't know what that was. Ship log. Autopilot navigation initiated. Destination coordinates yada yada yada. Planet Norian Kalendor region. Life support status. Cryogenic system stable. Heart rate is 15 BPM. Blood Uh-oh. Life support anomaly detected. Neurological readings indicate. Destination core... This music sounds familiar. I forgot about that cutscene. I don't know if that's a new Dark Samus or if it regenerated itself somehow.
Shutdown complete. Vital signs stable.
I don't...
Activating various suit. Suit diagnostic complete. All systems functional. Command interface enabled. Requesting new heading.
I don't know if you guys were able to hear the computer voice. Were you guys able to hear that? And with this normally being a Wii game, we now have motion controls to deal with. So normally, I'd be moving that cursor in the middle around the screen to aim, but because I'm using Prime Hack, it keeps it centered. And yeah, some of this game has more voice acting. Like, actual genuine voice acting in it compared to the last few. But, hold on a sec, what? I just saw a Discord message. Hold on just a moment. Somebody replied to my stream announcement saying, no Metroid Fusion. And I'm like, I streamed that forever ago, dude. Sound is lower than I would normally have it for your games. So yeah, what I was saying is this game has actual voice acting. but the volume balance isn't great, and some of the voices sound really quiet, unfortunately. including the computer voices. You also notice our radar in the upper left has changed. Now it does the Halo-ish thing of showing the general direction of where something is instead of showing you where something actually is. I don't know how to feel about that kind of radar. It's a neat system that makes it makes things more challenging, but only barely. Anyway, we have some cool stuff we can do in our ship here. I have this thing, a little stat board. Wait a minute. I just saw something. Enemies killed 0, shots fired 0, damage received 0, data saved 0, rooms visited 1%. And the last one is... I don't think I've seen that before. You're EP all the time now? That's unfortunate. I'm happy to not be tired today. We have this thing that opens up some cannons on the sides. Over here, we got this stuff. This is supposed to be... Yeah, so I can adjust this with the keyboard a little bit. This is normally a motion-controlled thing. Come on. Do a thing. There we go. Analyzing biohazard scan. Status clear. Chozo Variasuit online. Hey, you should remember to take your meds, Faceless. And we have a blast shield that we can put over our window. Whoops. Now, finally, let's do this. And you'll see what that thing there does in just a second. Say hello to the Space Federation fleet! Our first and only time in the game so far interacting with the Federation directly.
Unidentified vessel, please switch to a secure radio frequency and transmit your identity code. We are standing by.
Now, this one's a little interesting because it shows you these symbols up here. The same symbols are down here, but they are... I guess they are kind of oriented correctly, because that one would be this one right here. But they're it's a little bit squished. Let's see, that's this one, that one, and this.
Transmission verified. Greetings, Samus. We welcome you on behalf of the Galactic Federation. Proceed to the command ship Olympus. You've been cleared for docking bay 5. Welcome back, Samus.
Ah, yes, this thing. I forgot about this thing. Check out Samus's cool new ship! It's actually got wings on it! This is my favorite version of Samus's ship. No explanation for why it looks different in this game or in any of the others. But this is my favorite one, and I'm bummed that it hasn't come back yet. I hope it comes back in Prime 4. This thing actually looks like a gunship instead of a potato. And the cannons in the wings look pretty mean, too. Also, the wings fold down into landing feet. It doesn't have rear landing gear. Then again, it doesn't need rear landing gear because the elevator acts as the landing gear. And here we are. Here's our new scan visor. Still got the outlines thing, albeit slightly less blinding to look at. Hey there, Kaiju. Glad you could make it. Pardon me a second. There we go. How you doing? How is everybody doing anyway? I forgot to ask that. And sadly, we do not get the cool 3D models from the second game anymore, but we still get these readouts on the sides. I wish we'd have at least gotten the model in the corners instead of those spinning holographic microscopes. Finally settling in a day shift. Nice. Faceless is stuffed. Nice. Hunter-class gunship. Entering the ship will allow you to recharge, reload, and save. Wait a minute. There we go. Okay, so buttons are a little different for this game because this one was made for the Wii before the first two games were remade for the Wii. So controls are a little different. I was in the middle of binging anime when I got your notification. Still not sure whether I will watch you or anime. What were you watching? Let's see. It says, based on the previous version, the new Hunter-class gunship is a fusion of Federation and Chozo technology. Designed by Samus Aran, this one-of-a-kind vessel was custom-built at the Federation shipyard of Alias 3. It is equipped with a powerful Chozo biotech computer that can interface with Aran via a command visor unit. The ship contains a mobile energy recharge system, microfactories designed to produce ammunition, and an advanced medical bay. I like the microfactories thing. It literally builds its ammo inside itself before firing. I also I didn't remember or notice that Samus actually designed this herself, apparently, and had a shipyard build it. So I guess she just occasionally sends in a new design for her ship and replaces her old one. The Genius Prince's Guide to Raising a Nation Out of Debt. Yeah, they do eventually blow up Samus's gunship in Fusion. But, she crashed it herself in that one because she passed out. And that one was also potato-looking, unlike this one. I hope they bring this one back. I hope Samus brings it back. It's awesome. It also does a lot more in this game than it does in any other. Also, how much about mechanics does Samus have to know to be able to design this thing herself? Device landing beacon. These beacons mark locations where your ship can land. Check out this thing. Cool looking ship. Stiletto class fighter, the newest of GF fighters that is used throughout the fleet. I wish I could pull up a proper page about it instead of just this little bit.
Please calibrate your weapon by shooting these targets.
Ah, yes. Regular entry protocol, weapon calibration. You are not allowed in if your weapon is not calibrated.
Calibration complete. Samus, welcome to the flagship Olympus. Admiral Dane is waiting for you in the briefing room. I will upload the location to you now.
Now, if I recall, the sheer amount of scans to be had in this beginning might drag on. So bear with me, this opening of the game will seem a lot longer than it probably has any reason to. Federation Marines, standard GF military personnel, trained for combat situations. Federation Marines wear advanced suits of powered armor, allowing them to use potent weapons and resist heavy damage in battle. Few can match them in combat. Except, you know, the space pirates.
Admiral Dane is waiting.
I didn't mean to do that. But you notice this armor's been updated since Metroid Prime 2, as has the gun, which actually looks properly lined up with the trooper's arm. Really cool gun, by the way. I wonder how it works. I'd love to try it out for myself. Also, cool armor. I wonder if it's actually any good, considering half of it seems to be made out of the Federation logo. Though granted, a lot more of it was that way in the second game, and the Federation logo is now very, very different after Federation Force came out. I think it's significantly... I think the modern Federation logo is a bit cleaner looking, but also a little too simple looking for my tastes. Galactic Federation crates have a complex lock system, but are lightly armored. Heavy Federation crates are very durable and can withstand most impacts. This game has slight lag issues in Primac, and I don't know why, but it should run well enough to stream it. GF heavy cargo truck used to transport equipment and vehicles throughout the ship. Fleet mechanic, one of many mechanics who maintains and repairs equipment. I will always wonder why they put these guys in jumpsuits that almost look like pajamas. Of course, the Federation will have everything in blue, including their tools and the fire that comes out of it. Hold on, what do you say?
Sorry, I'm on duty. I can't talk now.
Ah. Cargo bay doors are closed and locked from this side. The nearby control terminal is offline. Control terminal operates the nearby cargo bay doors. Control terminal is offline. Oh, I can scan the floor. Is it made of floor? They're fairly close to the coveralls most mechanics wear today, just more form-fitting. You know what? That's fair. I hadn't thought about it that way. This pad initiates the training drones the Federation Marines use for weapons training. What didn't initiate this thing? Oh! Training drone, used by GF military forces as targets and weapons training. Hold on, what is the... Oh, there's like an actual whole page here. The training drone is used in all branches of the GF military. They are designed to improve hand-eye coordination and accuracy. One popular training exercise is to score as many consecutive hits on a drone as possible. Gambling on shooting contests involving training drones is frowned upon, but fairly popular throughout the GF Armed Forces. They actually have a scoreboard here. That was distracting. Gosh dang it. How about both? Nope. They fall just a little too quick. This is a great way to get used to the new motion controls that the game had at the time. They used to be new, that is. Also, look at our new high-def charge beam. Looks very neat. High score 12, current score 1. Look at this little thing. I love it. Interesting that they bothered to call it a drone. It's quite literally just a pillbox, but alright. I guess pillbox is the wrong term. We'll just call it a pill. Or a bowling pin. Galactic Federation door. Weapon fire can disrupt the energy shield and open the door. I wonder if even these guys have to fire their weapons to open doors. And it now has, like, rectangles forming it and such instead of just being a color. I'm weird. When this game first came out, I was excited to see the new door designs. I just think doors are neat. Specifically mechanical doors. It would explain the weapon calibration to board. That's true! Access ramps to upper floor are retracted and appear to be malfunctioning. Really? And nobody's bothering to fix them? Access ramp control switch is malfunctioning. A strong blast may loosen any jammed parts. Male Fleet Trooper, Federation Navy Specialist, untrained for combat situations. Terminal operates the access ramp control switch located above this station. So I guess maybe he's trying to fix the issue?
Hey Samus, these walkway mechanisms aren't working. Something must be jamming the gears.
I love how he's speaking with a person that some troopers don't even believe is real. They're like, there's no way this lady's a real person. This guy meets her and is just like, yo, what's up? I bet Samus has been here before. Halberd class turret. Automated turret that tracks targets. Quick movement can evade targeting. Oh, I forgot. There's a weird glitch in this version of the game where sometimes when you open this screen, it blinds you with orange behind it. I don't know why. It's not supposed to do that. Nothing phases support. You might be right on that, I suppose. The GMX-04 Halberd class turret replaces the dated Growler turret, which I think were the ones we saw in the second game. It is an effective point defense system for most security zones. It is lightly armored, and nimble targets can evade its tracking system. Display image is detailing the current status of one of the docked fighters. I don't think I ever noticed that before. Or I probably have, it's upstairs. The projector is currently displaying all conveyor routes throughout the battleship. Display image is showing a status overview of one of the docked fighter squadrons. Female fleet trooper, Federation Navy specialist, untrained for combat. What does the page say about them? So, I hope I'm not flashbanging anybody with this. I forgot about this glitch. Fleet troopers are the backbone of the Navy, often ignored in favor of the gallant Federation Marines. Their work isn't always dangerous and is rarely glamorous. Most are specialists and possess a great deal of knowledge. The whole ship probably got a talking to and she transmitted that she was coming. That's very true.
Pirate attacks must have the old man nervous. Looks like he's getting ready for a full-scale invasion.
No joke. Last time this many fighters were scrambled was during the Horus Rebellion.
That was some nasty business.
I have a feeling this will be worse.
Look at this crazy conveyor system here. I have to wonder why it bothers to rotate it the other direction before moving it down here. Maybe that was just their only way to move it. They couldn't make an elevator of some kind. These control terminals are often used in the training of new recruits. Why? Why are they not used for, you know, actually controlling something? Or maybe they are, and it's just really easy to let a trainee use them temporarily without halting progress of anything.
I've got duties to perform. We'll have to talk later.
Alright. Now here's my question. Why even bother having these descend? There's some kind of maintenance back here that you for some reason can't get to when these are up?
Thanks, Samus.
You're welcome, citizen. Schematic detailing the Griffin-class frigate, used as an escort vessel to larger ships. Access ramps to upper floor are extended and now locked into place. The emergency evacuation exists for an Olympus-class ship. Oh, the emergency evacuation exits for an Olympus-class ship are all marked on this map. So it says these are now locked in place. I bet this guy's thinking, thanks for fixing that, now I just have a different problem to solve. Which reminded me of something I read earlier that apparently came from a show called The Good Place, where a character said, anytime I encounter a problem I struggle with, I just throw a Molotov cocktail. Now I've got a new problem. Or something like that. The idea of distracting from one problem by creating another, more urgent one. Access ramp control switch has been moved into position and is now operating normally. Conveyor control terminals are used to route fighters through areas of the GFS Olympus. We already read that one through the floor. Look at that thing! That looks oddly similar to the ship from the second game, the crashed one. This one appears to be an updated model. Probably with much more armor going on. The Ares class transport is used to drop Marines into combat zones. Excuse me. Like I said, this game does have mild lag issues here and there. I don't know why. It didn't have that on the Wii. This is purely an emulation problem. Monitor displays the locations of all docked spacecraft inside the Olympus. There's a lot of monitors to scan here. Status report of the GFS Olympus shows all systems online and operating. This station displays the conveyor routing of all docked Stiletto-class fighters. Systems diagnostic of one of the docked frigates shows it is in need of repair. I can almost read that. What? Oh.
Aren't you Samus Aran? It's an honor to meet you.
Yeah, see, this guy's like, wait a minute.
A pleasure to meet you, Samus.
They've never met her before. Blast shield lock engaged. It is invulnerable to even the heaviest weapon fire. despite the fact that it's only got this thing on the outside? Is there a invisible shield in the energy shield in the middle or something? Aim cursor at highlighted objects, press and hold Z to scan. Security lock control pad, access code input required to unlock nearby door. But I don't have the code. Oddly enough, the code is right here. Information terminal online, access code may be obtained by interacting with this station. Login, Samus Aran. Access code 13576.
Aurora Unit GFDF AU-068. 20 years ago, a team of Federation scientists announced the birth of an organic supercomputer. Its name was Aurora. Since that historic date, thousands of Auroras have been built and installed. Originally designed for scientific purposes, the Auroras are now used in government, business, and military roles as well. They are given male, female, or gender-neutral personas, based on the needs and desires of the staff in the facility they are to serve in. A vast network links all existing Auroras, allowing them access to a tremendous database without fear.
Cool, I didn't remember or know that we could get all this information from this thing.
Phazon Enhancement Device, GFDF-PX-013. The Phazon Enhancement Device is based on captured space pirate technology. It is being tested by a GF Marine battalion stationed in the Norian system. Marines can initiate an energy siphon from a supply of Phazon carried in a backpack into their armor suits. This allows them to temporarily enhance the exoskeletal and weapon systems of their armor suits. To date, no Marines have displayed signs of Phazon sickness, common in subjects who use the Space Pirates version of the system.
So I don't know if you guys were able to hear all that properly. It's revealed later, as if Samus hasn't heard of this happening yet. So it's weird that it talks about it here. But Federation troops have started using Phazon channeling armor suits. And so far, they have yet to experience any Phazon corruption from it. Give me 1 second. Alright, I'm back. Hey. There we go.
GFS Olympus, GFDF BB-063. The first of its class, the GFS Olympus was launched 18 years ago from the Federation shipyard at ABS-3. Aurora Unit 242 has been on board since launch, the first AU to serve aboard a capital ship. Olympus is the flagship of the 7th Fleet. Her home port is planet Norian. Admiral Castor Dane has commanded the vessel for the last 5 years. Planet Norian, GFDF-NN-088. Though located on the fringe of the Federation, the planet Norian is of great importance. The military maintains a strong presence in the sector, and the base on Norian is often the first line of defense against enemies that operate outside of GF space. Originally a barren orb incapable of sustaining life, a sophisticated terraforming project designed by Aurora Unit 486 has turned Norian into a hardy forest world.
cool. Wait a minute. 13576.
Access granted.
Try not to move during the procedure. We need a stable
The procedure.
Who is this fella? Also, that's some crazy lasers.
Subject is cleared for the command bridge.
You may proceed.
Of course.
Let me scan him. There we go. Hunter Gore, capable of merging cybernetic body into larger mechanisms. So yeah, we see other bounty hunters in this game, and I love all three of them, but I think Gore might be... Well, it's hard to pick a favorite, really. I like the concept of Gore a lot, though. Gore is a cybernetic bounty hunter, capable of merging his body into larger mechanisms. The most common of these is his armor suit, which doubles as a gunship and provides him with a formidable combat arsenal. The merges are often accompanied by a shift in personality, replacing his normally calm demeanor with an aggressive attitude. He demonstrates a high proficiency with all things mechanical, and is often called upon for missions requiring computer infiltration or manipulation.
You'll need to pull that lever toward you to enter the containment area.
Well, hold on, let me scan what's going on in here. Terminal is used to control the biohazard scanner that's used in the scanning procedure. This terminal registers each individual who passes through the security checkpoint. The containment door controls are manually activated through this terminal. Terminal is used to alert emergency personnel in case of a contaminated subject. The data stored in this terminal is encrypted and impossible to identify. A record of all previous security scans is stored and accessed from this terminal. I can scan that from all the way over here. Galactic Federation data file. I don't know if that's BB or 88-001 Olympus-class battleship. Data moved to logbook for review. The Olympus-class battleship is the first Federation capital ship designed to use an onboard Aurora unit. They are the flagships of the fleets they serve in, usually commanded by an officer of flag rank. Battleships of this class have smaller crews than most ships of a similar size due to the presence of the Aurora unit. The space saved in crew support is used for more battle systems. The enormous vessels are powered by fuel gel, making the scarce commodity of extreme value to the Federation military. Containment door controls have been activated. Approach and operate to open the door. Now, normally you would have to use motion controls for these things,
To begin the security scan.
but with Prime Hack, you just hold W, and it does the thing automatically.
Initiating DNA verification.
I kind of wish I had to pull back than to actually turn it with the keyboard controls, but oh well.
Registration number 13576. Identified as bounty hunter Samus Aaron. Preparing biohazard scan. Please approach the scan terminal.
This one's automatic for some reason. I don't know why they bothered to make this one automatic.
Scan complete. No hazardous material detected. Samus, you are cleared for the command bridge.
Ah, that's the terminal I scanned earlier. And there's yet more to scan here. Check out that fleet out there. Super cool. Terminal provides a means to communicate with users on the GFS Olympus network. Hey there, dude. I don't know if you can see it, by the way. You can kind of see Samus's face reflected in the visor here. She's blinking. Very neat. I don't think that was in the last couple games. At least not while in the scan mode. Falling asleep? Oh no! Well, if you need to go to bed, Faceless, feel free. Console operates nearby security systems. A unique passcode is required to gain access. Hello.
Aren't you Samus Aaron? It's an honor to meet you.
How do I know if I'm subscribed? If you're following me, then you're getting my notifications. Subscriptions, I think you pay for, and those remove ads or something like that. I don't know how subscriptions work because I've never subscribed on Twitch before. I just deal with the ads. This station controls nearby blast doors, but can only be used during an emergency. These are bright screens, oh my word. I'm used to coming through here with the scan visor on, so I never noticed how bright these screens are. They look very cool in scan visor mode. Haven't subscribed to Too Broke for that. Fair enough. Terminal has been locked. Only authorized personnel can access it. It's getting really warm in my room. I'm gonna go open my window quick.
All new personnel must follow decontamination protocol. Report to your nearest security station for further instructions. Contaminants detected in cargo bays 12, 14, and 15. Initiating quarantine procedures.
I don't know why you keep having issues, Faceless, with the whole ads thing. Maybe your net... I have seen cases where ads don't play just because of a glitch in the network or something, but that's with other apps. Maybe you're getting that with Twitch. Lift system is inactive, unable to use elevator in its current state. Hand scanner. Terminal is online and ready to receive input. Oh, right. I have to actually scan my hand on it. I'm so used to scanning things and it just does the thing. But now I actually have to put my hand on it. Primary lift system online. Access to elevator granted. Enter hologram to start it. Elevator is active and ready for use. All operations are functioning normally. That's a very clean looking hologram. I like it. There's another hand scanner. Terminal's already been used and is offline. Check out this room with its nice big window. My office has a window kind of like this, albeit not as tall. So I get some great views of the valley outside it. Ship's tactical station engaged. Standby protocols initiated. All troopers to ready stations. Gunnery station active and online. Station controls heavy weapons. Targeting systems on standby. I love how this one looks so much like one of those arcade shooters that you can find with the seats built in. This is the astrogation station. The astrogator plots courses for the GFS Olympus at this console. Defense systems station active. All shields in standby mode. All troopers to ready stations. Gunnery station active and online. Station controls beam weapons. Targeting systems on standby. I can't scan those outside, can I? For some unfortunate reason. Station configured for Helm Officer. The ship's helmsman steers the GFS Olympus from this console. I love this dude's doing so many things with these holographic screens, including flipping them around for some reason.
I'm sorry, but this requires my full attention.
I wonder what all he's doing here when the ship doesn't seem to be moving. Then again, maybe it is. There's this stuff happening out here. These ships could all be moving at the same pace with these pilots just flying around them for regular patrols. We just can't tell because space be like that. Security doors locked shut. Only authorized personnel are permitted inside the AU chamber. And that is not AU as in alternate universe. That is AU as in Aurora unit. Item identified. Small energy unit replenishes 10 units. Large energy unit replenishes 50 units. Look at these things. I love how they have actual models now instead of just being little glowing transparent orbs. Oh! Glad I didn't catch that one yet. Ultra energy unit replenishes 100 units. Say hello to the new save room as well. Save station. Enter here to save a game and fully replenish your energy. Unlike the last two games, we don't get weird lasers. Now we get this cool thing. If what? Can't do anything with that door yet.
You're good to go. Admiral Dane is waiting inside.
Alright, time for a cutscene. Or a hallway. Objective completed. But
Andreda, enough. Looks like everyone's here now. Before I begin the briefing, let me introduce 242, the flagship's Aurora unit.
Ah, an organic supercomputer. Fascinating. It's my understanding that the Galactic Federation's core network is comprised of such units.
That is correct, Core. And we serve as the network's master control. However, currently the network is down.
oh shoot, I had my hand off the keyboard and was taking a drink.
That seems inefficient.
But necessary. You see, 7 days ago, we discovered that all Aurora units were infected with an unknown virus.
Considering they just said there are thousands of these things everywhere, that's quite the pandemic. I wouldn't want to find out that all the computer systems in the US were infected with a single virus.
We were forced to bring the network down. Fortunately, our scientists were quickly able to devise a vaccine.
Unit 242 was the first AU to receive the vaccine. We were able to completely purge the virus.
Where did this virus come from?
We believe the virus is of space pirate origin. 4 months ago, the GFS Valhalla went missing while on a training mission in the Klar Nebula. The ship's logs revealed that they were attacked by a space pirate raiding vessel.
What is the logic in disrupting a Federation training mission?
They're pirates. How could they resist a prize like that?
That never would have happened if I'd been there.
Then it's a shame you weren't. The pirates boarded the Valhalla and gained access to the ship's Aurora unit, 313. This is how they were able to hack into the network and plant the virus.
Thanks to our security protocols, we were able to shut down the network before the damage from the virus became irreversible.
But we're still vulnerable.
If the pirates decide to launch a major offensive, we'd be hard-pressed to defend ourselves. We must rid the other AUs of that virus and bring the network back online. That's where you come in. We need you to deliver the vaccine to each of the AUs in this system. We'd also like you to investigate the pirates' activity in the area. You need to know what they're up to.
Condition red. all personnel to combat-ready stations. Repeat. Condition red.
Sir, a space pirate attack fleet has just warped out of some sort of wormhole. They're also heading for Sector 0, the planet's home base.
No, they're targeting the planetary defense system. Get down to the planet and aid the ground troops. Stop those pirates from disabling the defense system. Go.
The blue one is Rundus, and I like that he bowed before he left. I have to wonder why Samus is just chilling out staring at the Aurora unit. I suspect it's because it looks a little bit like Mother Brain. What do you mean you were passed out during the game? You only missed like 5 minutes. Projector allows Aurora Unit 242 to communicate with those inside the meeting area. Emergency stations reporting in. Medical teams at full alert status. All stations are standing by. Fighter squadrons deployed. All squad leaders are given the clear to engage the enemy. Defense systems activated. All shields operating at full power. All troopers report to stations. There's a little baby computer here. Emergency condition red. All emergency stations alerted. All troopers report to stations. Excuse me. Combat stations alerted. All personnel report immediately to their designated stations.
Samus, get to your ship. We need you down on the planet. Until we get the fleet in formation. Launch all fighter squadrons.
How cool is that? I want to point out a slight animation error. If you're paying attention to the timing, you can see him react to the explosion like 1/100th of a second before the explosion actually happens.
What are you still doing here, Samus? Needed on the planet.
And then we have more new scans to do. Gunnery station active and online. Station controls beam weapons. All targeting. Okay, for some reason they're marked as blue even though I scanned them earlier. Probably because the situation's different. All shields powered and engaged. Combat protocols initiated. Battle stations manned and ready. Hostile fleet engaged. Alert support fighters. Defensive maneuvers authorized. I also like these blue wheels. I wonder what they do. Wish I could scan things out here. There's the ship that one of the ships that sent out lasers. Here's the one that exploded. It's now in pieces and just floating away. I wonder how far it would all float if I just sat and watched for a while, but I ain't got time for that! Wait a minute, am I going the right way? I am. That door is still locked. Hello, fellas! Space pirates in this game look a little closer to the first game than they do to the second, I think. I still think the ones in the second game look the coolest, but these guys ain't too bad. Pirate militia! Expendable infantry units, lightly armed and armored. Gosh dang it, I'm sorry for blinding you guys. I wish I knew how to fix this. The pirates have not enhanced all of their fighting forces. They continue to use militia units in battle. These groups are made up of slaves and criminals and do not receive the phase-on enhancements given to regular army troopers. They are surprisingly obedient to the upper castes within the pirate military. Rumor has it that disobedient militia members often find themselves as dinner for regular army troopers. Hey there, Imp! And all you folks that were watching Imp. Imp, what were you playing just now? And I like that these turrets are actually helping us out this time. Security doors locked shut. Isolating detected hostile units. Locate an alternate route. I'm not trapped in here with them. They're trapped in here with me. You were playing this game? Fair enough. Bella mentioned that, but I wasn't sure if it was the same game or just the same series. Here we go! Alright, I don't have missiles yet for some reason. Maybe Samus just hasn't turned them on. You just started Prime 3 today as well? Yes, I have played this before. I have played all of the Metroid games except Other M, which I keep forgetting about. I need to see if I can emulate that. I keep forgetting Other M exists because I never played it. It's not really regarded as canon these days by a lot of folks. Or maybe it is, but they just don't want to acknowledge it. Space Pirate Boarding Pod! These light craft are used to pierce the bulkheads of larger ships. Must raid and run though, shoulders acting up. Have to be up in the morning. Hey there, Bella! Other M is the only Metroid I beat. Wow. You need to try the others, Bella. They're way better. Hey there, Orange. Glad you could make it. If Other M was canon, it would retcon multiple games. That too. You need to finish the other games, Bella. Oh, wait. Pirate boarding pods are crude, even by their standards. Imp, if you know why the screen turns orange when I pull up a scan window, and how to fix it, please let me know. It drives me nuts. I think it's getting more orange than it was before, too. Maybe it's a weird layering issue. Hate and utterly detest Other M. That game is a horrid insult to Samus in the Metroid series. I agree, based on what I've heard about it. Why not just get it on your Switch 1, Bella? Pirate boarding pods are crude even by their standards. They are composed of an aged propulsion drive, a cramped crew transport module, and a nose cone packed with high explosives. The pilot guides the pod toward the target ship, then rams it, detonating the explosives upon impact in an attempt to breach the hull. If a breach is created, the crew within exits the pod. Of course, mishaps occur. Sometimes the explosions go off prematurely, exposing the crew to vacuum. Other times, the detonation fails to occur, leaving the pod to bounce off the target's hull. The shielding between explosives and crew is substandard and often fails to protect the crew from the explosion. The pod's nickname of Space Coffin is well earned. Imagine successfully boarding, but also your whole crew is dead, so it didn't matter. Because I gifted it to my niece for Christmas because I didn't really use it much. Fair enough. That's very generous of you. Now here's the thing that I don't get. They talk about this pod being crude, even by their standards, and yeah, fair enough, but also, why is it alive? I don't like that. And I don't like that it can see inside itself. Why is this a thing? It's weird. The science team has vapor for brains. Security shutters are built onto a retractable arm system, unable to open from this side. A retractable arm system that has a scanner on the back of it? Crawl Tank! Small mobile weapon platform. Lightly armored, well armed. Crawl Tanks are mobile ground-based defense drones, but are easily destroyed by standard weapon fire. They can be equipped with different cannons, including a phase-on beam system. They are not built for sustained combat and are better suited for light patrol and security roles. Have a good night, Fi! Glad you could pop in. Samus be choking on that Sunny D. System analysis complete. Power conduit is energized. Full capacity at maximum. You guys are starting to annoy me. Did not mean to do that. I meant to do this. More scans! There's so many scans in this opening sequence. We have ads starting up here in a minute. This station houses an energy cell and distributes power to all room machinery and equipment. Grating is secured shut and is preventing access to maintenance tunnel. Generators online. Power production at full. All systems are green. Control scan complete. Generator safety systems online. No issues detected. All energy routes are open. Flow capacity at maximum. Generators now online. All operations normal. Power production set to full. All systems normal. Hold on a minute. What? I need something to eat real quick and tear down before bed. Alright, have a good night, Imp. don't know how to fix that screen, but that's probably an emulation issue with the extra layer the game puts up on that menu screen. That really is supremely annoying. Yeah, I figured it was probably something like that. I don't know how to fix it. Oh dear. How's he grabbing onto something with his gun there? Emergency switch controls blast doors. Shoot to close the blast doors. GF Trooper saved. You can fail to save him, if I recall. Blast doors locked. Hull breach has been contained. Evacuate area immediately. I like that they give you at least enough time to scan the thing before you have to shoot it. You failed to save him? Why? Terminal provides a means to communicate with users on the GFS Olympus network. I kind of wish any terminal that says that was automatically scanned, so I didn't have to scan multiple terminals to say the same thing. Scan too late. This station controls nearby security systems. A unique passcode is required to gain access. We've just read these in another hallway. Security systems have disabled all console controls. Playing on original hardware, so waggling the stick makes aiming a little more difficult. Fair enough. Ad break has begun, so take a break, everybody. Have a good night, Imp. And we should be back. Let's talk to this guy we just saved.
Help, Samus. The blast doors are down, so it looks like you have to find another way back to your ship.
I love how this guy's... You can tell he's exhausted. He's like, oh my gosh.
You'll have to find another way to get to your ship.
I wonder if he's rethinking being in the military now that he came so close to death. Excuse me. These guys look a little more armored than the last few. I sometimes make jokes about Samus and several other characters in Smash Bros. Being footballers because they have a shoulder charge, but here we go, actually playing some football with these guys. Armored Pirate Militia. Expendable armored infantry units, susceptible to explosive attacks. Members of the Armored Pirate Militia have been granted lightweight armor suits for combat use. While this provides some additional resistance to beam weapons, they are still vulnerable to explosive attacks. Members of the Armored Pirate Militia are mostly inept soldiers who have yet to die in combat. And here we have a pirate theme that sounds a lot like the one in the first game instead of the second one, and I'm really bummed about it because, again, I like the second games more. There he is. That was interesting. Medium energy unit replenishes 25 units of energy. Portable GF energy cell. This unit must be returned to restore room power. Terminals offline due to power loss in energy cell station. System analysis complete. Power conduit is not energized. Flow capacity at 0. Energy cell acquired. Return cell into its socket to restore room power. Energy cell is missing. Return cell to station to restore room power and functions. Ah, look at all of them! It's like a spider swarm! But slightly less terrifying and actually slightly adorable as well. Crawl mine, mobile explosive drone, detonates on contact. Crawl mines are not terribly bright and rely on suicide strikes as their main form of attack. They were designed to patrol small areas such as ventilation shafts and maintenance tunnels. Though relatively harmless alone, they can be dangerous in large numbers. Alright, never mind about the radar. It is showing actual locations. It just for some reason still has the rectangle thing going on, which is slightly annoying. Ah, there we go. I thought I was missing something. Check out Rundus up there using cool ice powers. Why can't I get cool ice powers? I want to do that. And we unfortunately cannot scan our first energy tank for some reason. There's also no explanation for why Samus is currently depowered. Hello again, Star Wars. Discarded debris appears to be made up from broken machinery and damaged ship parts. Security lock in place. Engage local security override to disable the lock. We are quite literally in a trash chute right now. I can shoot the water and it splashes. Security override enabled. Lock has been deactivated. Disposal system on standby. This isn't a crusher, though! Bomb slot. Unit is active and ready for use. Use a morph ball bomb to operate. And we also are missing the cool electrical... The electrical cage that the second game gave us with these things, and I missed that too. I don't care if you smell something weird. I don't remember that line. I mainly remember 3PO? Where could he be? Bye, Samus. It was nice knowing you. I bet she could have her ship come pick her up. But nah, she found this. And just kind of floats up in. Somehow found an elevator in there. Han yelling at Chewie in the garbage compressor. That would be why I don't remember it, is because it was Chewie talking, so I didn't know what Han... I only caught half the conversation. Gandreda doing backflips! Or I guess that was a front flip. Piston system provides the necessary pressure to operate the repair lifts. Oh, hello. There's one more right there. I don't think I ever noticed that the radar shows them as pluses. Hydraulic lifts built to support GF fighters of various models for repairs and maintenance. Such as this one. Stiletto fighter has sustained moderate hull damage. Repairs have not yet been completed. This piston is crazy. Cargo bay doors are shut but unlocked. They are linked to a nearby control terminal. Catwalk debris is blocking control terminal. An explosive blast may destroy obstructions. Control terminal operates the nearby cargo bay doors. Use terminal to open doors. Our morph ball bombs also look a little more distinct now. How far in am I? This is still the beginning of the game. This is technically the tutorial, but it doesn't teach a whole lot. Like how to make an explosion with my missiles that I should really have by now. Still on the ship? Yes, I'm still on the ship. Locations in need of minor maintenance on the GFS Olympus are displayed. Hello there. You missed, idiot. Frigate display is showing severely damaged areas most likely caused by a pirate attack. A pirate attack? How about the current pirate attack? That guy shot... I don't think that guy shot me at all. It was one of these guys that shot me. I am standing still, and y'all still can't hit me. It seems they went to the Stormtrooper Academy. The GFS Olympus defense systems are all in the green and require no maintenance. We can kind of see inside that stiletto there. Aw, I can't jump on that for a shortcut. I want to fly that ship! It looks cool! Fun fact, this is the only Metroid game up till Fusion that I haven't played. What do you mean up till Fusion? This game came out after Fusion. I don't know what that means. Stormtroopers only suck because people are dumb. They were originally supposed to be the most elite troopers and scarily accurate. Yep. I kind of wish we got that version of Star Wars, where Stormtroopers were actually terrifying. Service report shows that this frigate is beyond repair and is scheduled for scrap. This one? Or the one I'm currently on? Or is this depicting a different frigate? All GFS Olympus weapon systems are online and operating at peak performance. Schematics pinpoint key repairs necessary before the ship may resume operations. Ah, here we go. For some reason, Samus doesn't already have her missiles. But here's our missile launcher. Look at it smoking. Glowing blue. This game really likes the color blue. And I like the color blue, but it's just a tad much. Just a little bit. Technically, they were scarily accurate. They purposely missed every shot they made on the Death Star to give the heroes false hope and have them lure them to Yavin 4. The only reason the Death Star blew up is Deus Ex Machina. Oh, it's not Deus Ex Machina. It's because they found out a weakness in the Death Star and blew it up. Yes, our missiles actually make a proper explosion now instead of just a puff of holographic energy. That was retconned in? No, it wasn't. It was in episode 4. It was how episode 4 ended. They knew of a weakness in the Death Star and Luke went and blew it up. Rogue One was just how they found out about that weakness. Target connected into walkway control systems. Fire at each target to extend bridge. The exhaust pipe should not have been a weakness. It was intentionally built in as a weakness. It shoots out exhaust, yes, but it technically wasn't necessary. I'm not saying I agree with everything Star Wars does, but I'm saying, like, that part makes the most sense. I don't know what you mean by, like, oh, it was Deus Ex Machina. That was the first Star Wars film they had that knowledge. That was Deus Ex Machina is like, oh, that frickin' because God said so. Like, no, they actually legitimately got that information. Deus Ex Machina would be if Luke just shot a random place on the Death Star without knowing anything about it, and it just happened to punch through a bunch of walls and explode. Well, yes. That is true, Kaiju, that last bit. But still. Arrow Mine! Flying anti-personnel unit. Drops shield to fire weaponry. Literally a shooting gallery enemy. I don't know how to feel about the shooting gallery enemy. Yeah, as long as I stand here on this bridge, this ship will not make it to the battle. Sucker. And here we have another save point. Better funding, better training, better ships, better pilots, and way more troops. I don't know if they had better ships. Some of their ships were better, but some of the TIE Fighter was designed to be as cheap as humanly possible. It is de facto not better than the X-Wing. The capital ships were better? Yes, they were. That is also confirmed. Missile ammunition 5. Control terminal operates the nearby cargo bay doors. Control terminal's online. And here we get back to Samus's awesome new ship, which I still think is my favorite design for Samus's ship in the whole series. Also, there were like 5 TIE pilots per X-Wing. There's no way they realistically should have even made it to the Death Star. This thing's crazy looking, and I don't... One thing that bugs me about this game is how some textures, like the face on this thing, are... They have a lot of blended colors for some reason. They just fade in and out of each other. Berserker Lord! Phasite plating on its head can only be destroyed by projectiles it fires. Berserker Lords are highly resistant to damage. Their shoulders are the only unprotected area vulnerable to standard weapon fire. Their main defense lies in their head-mounted phasite plating, which can only be destroyed by the projectiles it fires. Berserker Lords are a desperate measure designed to exploit Phazon as much as possible. The few Berserker Knights that survive the highest level of corruption are promoted to Lord status. Lords are distinguished by their ornate phasite plating and the Phazon reserves they carry on their backs. There we go. Now he's gonna do a thing with these energy balls that almost don't look like proper attacks. They kind of just look like barely textured 3D models. This guy is not as threatening as they want him to be. Oh! I forgot he does that. I love how they have these fences. Oh yeah, he spits Phazon goo for some reason. Oh, come on. Miss me! That one somehow missed me despite the fact that I moved into its path. It's weak now. I like the star in the middle of that shockwave. It looks really nice. Oh, that poor pilot. I think that was one of the GFS troopers. Samus, you just killed an innocent. Or a friendly, rather, is a better term. Also, yes, there were 5 TIE pilots per X-Wing, but again, the X-Wing was a de facto superior ship. With more cannons, and much better shielding. In fact, TIE fighters didn't have shielding, X-Wings did. Additionally, it is fact in the Star Wars universe that you don't have to be Force sensitive to receive help from the Force. You just won't be able to recognize it as easily. Game has been saved, energy and ammo fully replenished. We can now land at Docking Hub Alpha on planet Norian. Orange, check out this ship! You probably heard me say it earlier, but I think it's Samus's best ship design yet. And I'm bummed it hasn't come back. Granted, the next game in the storyline, not counting Prime 4, was actually Metroid 2, which had already been made. So this ship might actually return in Prime 4. I hope it does. Yeah, I wonder how many of you remembered. We're still in between the first and second mainline games with these Prime games. Did the floor of that elevator just rotate under Samus's feet?
Too, Samus. Our situation doesn't look good. The pirate attack has knocked out our generators and disabled the planetary defense system. This cannon was our only weapon capable of taking out orbiting ships. We need you and the other hunters to get the generators back online and restore power to the cannon so we can repulse this assault. I'm uploading the generator coordinates to you now. Good hunting.
We need to get all the way over there. Believe it or not, we are technically still in the tutorial. This is just part 2. Mark 12 Hydra multi-turret. Turret has 2 rail cannons ready. Units targeting system engaged. Ship identified as GFS Enkidu, a Griffin-class frigate. Most of her crew are on shore leave. They weren't even supposed to be in combat. Oh, they blew up one of the cannons. Check out this thing, though. Technically not a rail cannon. It's not. It's firing laser blasts. Did it get that one? I don't think it did. Interesting how it works. And how non-threatening it sounds. But cool animation. I guess I don't need these, really. Security system engaged. Door locks are now active. Destroy all locks to open door. I wonder if it actually destroys the locks or just makes them close, because I feel like it would be incredibly inefficient to be breaking your systems all the time. Grapple Lasso. Galactic Federation data file NN088. Data moved to logbook for review. So now I can confirm it was BB earlier, not 88. Though located on the fringe of the Federation, the planet Norian is of great importance. The military maintains a strong presence in the sector, and the base on Norian is often the first line of defense against enemies that operate outside of GF space. Originally a barren orb incapable of sustaining life, a sophisticated terraforming project designed by Aurora Unit 486 has turned Norian into a hardy forest world. Let's pick up our new version of the grapple beam, the grapple lasso. It's a little bit sleeker than the last two. The last couple were little guns on the underside of Samus's arm. Now we have a full-blown arm brace thing built into her suit. The reason it's the grapple lasso instead of just the grapple beam is partly because of that, and also partly because of how it works, which you'll see not too long from now. Elevator systems online. I hate that glitch where sometimes it just doesn't scan for some reason. I think that existed in the previous 2 games too. Well, this thing is not good. Give me that. One thing that bugs me a little bit, I guess it's not easy to see when I'm not actually moving Samus's cannon around like you would in the Wii version. The charge at the front of the beam is a little flat looking. Mounted blast shield. A strong pull should be enough to rip the lock from its brackets. Whoops, wrong button. And that's why it's called the lasso. Biosigns negative. Target has suffered numerous energy burns. Energy source phase on. Security access panel engaged. Hinges appear fragile and may break if pulled hard enough. Object scan complete. Vent chamber hatch is locked. Use manual override to open hatch. System analysis complete. Power conduit B is inactive. Start generator charge conduit. Circuit board damaged. Welding repairs necessary to restore door operations. Scan indicates target has suffered severe blast trauma. Source energy grenade. Subject is flatlined. Cause of death, heart failure due to extreme cranial trauma. I like that his suit is blinking. That's a neat little feature. Oh, hello. I keep doing that. I also keep forgetting that I need to lock on in order to use that. Security system in effect. Eliminate enemy presence to restore panel operations. Target is deceased. Appears to have suffered fatal wounds from friendly fire. Power conduit C is inactive. Start generator to charge conduit. Blast door is made of pure Jovian steel. Controls are offline, impervious to your weaponry. I thought this was a hole. I wasn't expecting two of them. What the heck? I don't think that's usually how that works. I think I may have moved up a little too early and it freaked out the arrangement. Power conduit A is inactive. Start generator charge conduit. Come on. So that's A, that's C, and this is B? Why? Why are they out of order? That's gonna bug me. Debris is covering a passage. These pieces can be pulled out of the way with enough force. Lock tumbler B powered down. Unable to divert local power. Start generator B to power unit. Same thing but with A. Same thing but with C. Control tower doors are locked shut until all generators can be brought back online. And now we can scan the energy tank. Which doesn't even say anything on it. I could have sworn they actually had an E on them, but I might be thinking about Mega Man. Air circulation pistons are activated and on automatic. Pump interval at 5 seconds. Why is this floor mega hot? Floor has broken away, exposing heated energy coils. Avoid contact to prevent injury, my bad. Turbine serves as a power source for local security and air circulation systems. Looks hot. Now wait for a second. Check out what's going up on the wall there. Wonder what's up with that. Did I save anybody? I don't think I did. Darn. Probably couldn't. Red blast shield is vulnerable to most weapon systems. Explosive damage may break it. Say hello to our first map station! Galactic Federation data file, Hunter Gore. Subject is a veteran of the Liberation War of Wotan 7. Only 6% of Subject's birth body remains. The rest is state-of-the-art cyberware. Oh, so he's General Grievous, but a good guy. Despite his career in heavy cybernetic modifications, Subject is known for his high level of empathy and compassion. Gore is rather gentle and approaches situations logically, but is not the most skilled of fighters. Intel suggests he even has a sense of humor. Subject has often championed the weak, poor, and downtrodden, working for free and giving bounty money earned to the victims of his targets. Subject can merge his cybernetic body into larger mechanisms, including gunships and fighter craft. This merging will alter Gore's personality, and he will become incredibly aggressive and violent. Data indicates a high proficiency with computer infiltration and manipulation. High level of mechanical empathy with artificial intelligence. Excuse me. Hunter Gandreda. The purple one that posed as Samus for a second earlier. Subject, homeworld unknown, possesses metamorphic abilities similar to the biomorphs of Jovia 12. Interesting that she's a legal bounty hunter from an unknown homeworld. Can assume the form and abilities of most living things, including bioforms considerably larger than the subject. Scans are unable to determine subject's age, but psych eval suggests a high degree of youthfulness. Intel suggests that bounty hunting is akin to a sport for her, one she enjoys considerably. Subject perceives the veteran hunter Samus Aran as her chief rival, a rival she intends to surpass as soon as possible. Hunter Rundus. Rundus is the big blue guy. Subject is a native of Phrygia, a moon of planet Bess 3, known primarily for ice mining. The Phrygian ability to manipulate and generate ice has come in handy in Subject's career as a bounty hunter. Intel suggests he enjoys hunting to the point where he keeps trophies from all the targets he's successfully captured or killed in his career. Subject is proud, cocky, and arrogant, and considers himself without rival in his field. I get it, though. Ice powers are really good if you know how to use them. I wish I had his. Also interesting that ice manipulating people work on an ice mining planet. Apparently, if I remember right, I believe it's and I might be getting mixed up with a character from Prime Hunters. Rundus's people, if I recall, are not prone to combat despite their natural, varied abilities for it. Rundus is a unique exception to the norm. System analysis complete. Power conduits currently inactive. Start generator to energize conduit. Debris is blocking the hall. A strong blast could probably destroy the obstructions. I broke the floor too, I guess. Structure has collapsed. It appears weakened and could probably be destroyed. Jump mine! Anti-personnel unit. Rises in air and explodes once engaged. Now some new pirates here. Pirate Trooper. Battle ready and vicious, crudely enhanced by Phazon. Green? That's new. I played way beyond this point in my test run of this game. I never saw green. Give me a moment, I need a drink of water. So yeah, interesting that you're only responding to that now, Bella. Alright, the Space Pirate military forces continue to use Phazon, including a new Phazon enhancement system. Basic armament includes an assault rifle and energy scythe, both powered by Phazon. EMP grenades are often employed against power-armored foes. A new dash jet system provides increased mobility. Zoned out to chat for a while. Your cover's gone! Oh! I don't think I've ever actually seen him do that before. Shield Pirate Militia! Battlefield deflects attacks, but can be pulled with the grapple beam. Maybe I should read the whole thing. Some members of the Pirate Militia have been granted use of regular Army Trooper equipment. This unit has been given the portable battle shield. Its portability is its weakness, however. Remove it from the pirate's grip to eliminate the primary defense system. The shield is also susceptible to Phazon-based attacks. Whoops, wrong button. I didn't expect to blow up everything on either side of him. That was interesting. Very interesting jetpack design, but I kind of don't like how flimsy it looks. Aero Trooper! Jetpack provides aerial mobility. Homing attacks recommended. Green again. Aero Troopers are dangerous foes, but their lack of armor leaves them vulnerable to explosive blasts. A weakness also lies in the jetpack. Igniting it will allow the pack to be separated from the pilot. They use twin remote attack pods to engage targets. The attack pods are capable of using a particle cannon or a helix missile pod. They can tap their Phazon power unit to warp from point to point. And I'm out of missiles again. Can I shoot just the... Okay, it is all one unit. Shooting the turret still hurts the guy. Space Pirate ATC! Well-armored transport, forward vent is vulnerable. The Space Pirate Armored Tactical Carrier is surprisingly well built and armored. A forward-mounted heat vent is its only vulnerable spot. Tri-beam cannons help the unit deal out damage while on missions. Designed for rapid transit to and from hot zones, the unit is not designed for long-term engagements. It has a relatively small fuel supply, a sacrifice made for heavier armament and armor. I like how this thing's flying around and doing spins for some reason. Not the best animation. The pirates really don't like Samus. Heck yeah, Rundus! Oh, this dude's doing Frozone tricks! I wish I could do that.
Pirates are more fragile than they appear. I just received word that the Federation is allowing all bounty hunters to use ship command devices. You should now be able to remotely command your ship and land it here. Don't forget to perform suit maintenance and data backup if you need.
He did indeed find his super suit. Yes, she has blown up their base on more than one occasion.
Generator A is just through those doors. While you head that way, I'll activate the generator on the west side. Between the two of us, this should be a breeze.
I like how this guy's actually pretty nice and helpful despite his arrogance. Samus likes bullying pirates. Probably. They bullied the crap out of her. Alright. One thing that slightly bums me out about Prime Hack, other than the bugs. On the Wii, we have this new command visor. On the Wii, that dot in the middle would be my cursor, and the pluses around it would light up based on where it is. It's really neat. Or at least I think it's neat. It's cool UI design. But with Prime Hack, it stays locked in the middle, so you don't get to see that effect.
Data received.
And it had a red fade like an NGV laser? What did? For some reason, landing my ship here opened the bay doors there. I see it. Ah. Magnetic rail cannot be used with current suitabilities. How unfortunate. The dot, when you moved around, it had a trail. It didn't have a red fade that I recall, but yes, it did leave a trail. It was neat. Yeah, I think its trail was just green, but it did trail. It was a neat dot. I wonder what it would be like to play this game if Prime Hack made it so I actually move the gun around the screen like you do on the Wii, instead of moving the window like you'd normally expect it to in a first-person shooter. If it was more like Project Eden. I don't know what Project Eden is. Blast shield is invulnerable to weapons fire. Shoot the security optics to enable removal. I like how they have so many different colors. Bye. You had a little square in the middle of floating reticle, and if you scrolled past it, you'd look around instead. Interesting. This is a FedTech plasma generator. Unit is currently offline. So many scans. I'm already getting really tired of the scans. Oh my gosh, guys. Panel is stuck in a mobile. Engage manual override to clear. Panel in secure position. Engage manual override to clear. Initiate manual override to move panel to neutral position. This debris blocking the manual override. A strong blast could destroy the obstructions. How some FPS games handle hip firing, where you see the gun move without the camera moving with it, right? Sorry, I was looking at OBS for a second. Activation panel offline. I'm gonna skim through these. Feel free to pause the video or something if you want to read them. Power production at 0. Generator options suspended. Restore all generator systems. Piston not in place. Rail system is online engaged. Security panels are engaged. Security hatch locked shut. This hatch will remain in place until the generator is online. So if the guy who's supposed to activate the generator is outside, then you're in trouble. Debris appears weakened. It could probably be destroyed by a strong enough blast. Stop scanning all the doors, dang it. There we go. Jolly Roger drone. Fast and fragile aerial drone fires bursts of phazon energy. The Jolly Roger drone is designed for quick aerial maneuvers, but this comes at the cost of survivability. The fragile armor of the unit is vulnerable to weapon fire of any type. The Jolly Roger is based on Federation tech, but has been considerably upgraded. Powered by Phazon, the mechanoid can be a serious threat in battle, especially in groups. Haha! — 100 kills, and we're not even out of the tutorial yet. Goodness. These are the manual override controls for the plasma generator. I'm getting tired. I should not be getting tired. It's only 11. Then again, that would mean Zelda Sheik left about an hour ago, probably. Let's see, we're probably going to have an ad break in a few minutes. I'm going to take a moment for myself, just for a bit. Maybe wait until the ad break is over. I think I need a bit of a snack. Wake myself up a little. I'll be right back, everybody, while it's quiet. I don't know what you mean by dead. I'm very much alive. I told you I was going to take a short break until the ad break was over. Wake myself up a little bit, and I have. My throat's feeling a little sore from all this talking. I've been basically talking constantly thanks to all these scans. Didn't get any ads again. Manual override controls have automatically deactivated and are unable to be used again. Security panel is returned to its neutral position. I hope the scan system comes back in the 4th game, but I hope it's not as extensive or not as wordy. No? Wait. Back here, that's right. I gotta do this thing.
Samus, are you reading me? Something big is happening up here. What in the name of...
Check out that wormhole! It pooped.
Samus, it's heading right at you. That's why the pirates disabled the defense system. They intend to smash this thing into Norion. Get that cannon back online, or everyone down there is as good as dead.
I have to wonder why that one line sounded like he faced away from the microphone. They intend to smash this thing into Norion! Yeah, you need to get out here! I'm just gonna scan all these quick. This is a FedTech plasma generator. Unit is operating at peak efficiency. Is it, despite how broken it is? Aw, we couldn't save that guy. Or that one. Man, those pirates are terrible aim!
All clear.
Federation PED Marine. Advanced armor suit is equipped with Phazon enhancement device. The Federation has created a system that utilizes Phazon to increase the power of the armor worn by GF Marines. While active, the Phazon unit enhances the attack and defense systems of the armor suit. We heard about that earlier on that info computer thing. Yeah, you can see the Federation logo glowing on this shoulder pad, which the other troopers don't have.
The PED Delta Squad. My Phazon enhanced weaponry should be able to hold off any more trouble. I'll guard this area while you head on to the next generator.
And see what I mean about the Federation putting their logo in everything?
What the heck is that?
Well, that silhouette looks familiar! As does that laser beam coming out of its mouth. But how can that be? We've wrecked him. Twice now. My fingers feel destroyed tonight? Why? What did you do? I guess I don't need to fly anywhere at the moment. I thought I had to go to another part of the base to catch up to Ridley. Phazon is toxic, isn't it? Yes, it is normally, but they've found a way to control it for the most part. Also kill that overgrown chicken? I shall. Box opening, 4 new Transformers. Nice! How are you liking the game so far? Orange, have you been watching? I stumbled over my words there. Power conduit is fully energized. Flow from generator is at 100%. Oh, another new pirate kind? Gosh dang it. Oh, that guy was ready.
There's some pirate traps up ahead. Be careful.
How did he get around him? Look at my gun smoking. Been up and down all night, so I'm not following it completely. Weird to see other people in a Metroid game, though. Right? It's mostly just this beginning segment and then a bit at the end, though. We'll wait for the... There we go. Come on. There we go. Ooh, that was close. Generator A is online. Tumbler A is receiving power. Door will remain up once engaged. Pretty much settling down now, so you can finally talk here. Nice. Check out Gore in action. Love this dude.
This one has finished bothering us. Go on ahead. I will stay here and protect the area.
Why did he bother getting out just to tell me that? Maybe he was just checking the cannon.
Proceed quickly to Generator C.
And reactivate the defense system before we're all vaporized. Go on, get out of here.
I love this guy so much. My one issue with it is the weird gradient of colors between orange and silver that happens all over everything that's his. Like, I can't tell if it's hot or holographic or what I'm looking at. Super cool that this armor suit doubles as a gunship, though. Dude can fly with this thing. I want a whole game about that guy.
Our scans of the meteor have detected massive quantities of phazon. It could be some sort of bomb.
Blast shield is invulnerable to weapons fire. Destroy its power links to enable removal. Are you typing on a computer, Orange? What's exhausting your fingers about responding? Shield Pirate Trooper. Battle shield deflects attacks but can be pulled to the grapple. I scanned one of those already, I thought. Well, they tripped and died, I guess. Can't open this yet. Light blast shield is invulnerable. Alloy is weak to extreme cold. Hey, Rundus, are you around here anywhere? What else would I be typing on? I don't know, a phone? Got him! Those two guys got lost. Don't use my phone except for what phones used to exclusively be used for in the ancient past. I use my phone for a wide variety of things, I gotta admit. I am a chronically online kind of person.
The meteor will enter the planet's atmosphere soon. There is no time to lose, Samus.
Gun Hub! You are here, apparently. I love it when a game has actual maps on the walls that help you out. Of course, I don't need it, but Half-Life did stuff like that. I loved it. Security panel appears to have weakened. A concussive blast could probably destroy it. Hello! You missed me, idiot. I like how he's crushed the thing over here. I mean, this is a military base, Orange. It makes sense that it would have a gun hub. Whatever that means. Miss me, sucker! There you go. Why are you still grabbing onto it there, dude? Ridley, have you gone feral? More feral than you usually are. There's another map. This is a Generator C access.
I was able to get Generator B back online. If you need any help. Here they come again.
Rundus being as supportive as ever. Love that guy. But why'd she look at me like that?
Is definitely not my style. Machines aren't my thing either, so I'll let you get this generator back online. Thanks, Sammy.
Gandrada's neat. Albeit slightly annoying. And here we can, for some reason, re-scan everything because of a one-letter difference in the generator name. There's a lot more to do with this generator. For some reason.
Samus, our efforts to slow the meteor have failed. You must hurry.
Working on it. Taking up my scan visor ain't helping. Ow. Oh jeez. Oh shoot. This droid ain't doing much damage to me. Maybe I should have picked veteran difficulty. Oh well. I'm here to enjoy the game, not to challenge myself. Challenging happens in January. What? I must have missed something. And there we go. You think Luke's down there somewhere? Is there another hatch, by chance? Ow. Oh, I had to go left here, I bet. Yep. Knew I was missing something. Yup. No. Okay, I already got that one. Am I not missing another? Nope, I guess I'm good. Alright. Hello! Look at those broken holographic wings. Now this fight's a little awkward in Prime Hack because it was... Oh, nope, never mind, it's fixed. I think. This is what it normally looks like when you're aiming in game. I can scan him too, I forgot about that. But it's a little jank at times. Oh my gosh. Stop it. I don't know why that's happening. Never mind. Let's just scan Ridley. Meta Ridley! Durable armor skin protects body, fires plasma attacks from mouth. Target's body is covered with incredibly durable armor skin, making it difficult to damage. All parts of the body are protected except for the mouth, where Meta Ridley fires his plasma-powered weaponry. Observing target may reveal additional target points. Target will use powerful plasma-based ranged attacks along with potent melee strikes. Whoops. Not what I meant to do. Smack the wall. Take damage. Why can't I do anything? Oh dear. There we go. We actually do have a counter at the bottom showing how far is left before we die. I could have sworn the last time I tried to do this fight, I couldn't get it to turn the camera. Camera's still a little buggy. You can see what I mean here by the beam looking a little flat while it's charging. Also, can we agree this fight's kind of awesome? You might say I'm falling with style. Ridley is absolutely flying, though. And falling with style, actually. He kind of switches between the two. I like that he's actively slowing his fall by bracing his claws against the walls. Just so he can get a little closer. What a champion. Get him, Samus! And here comes Rundus for the save. How did you get that generator online? You can't morph ball.
When you're done, head to the control room. I'll meet you there.
Why wasn't Gore the one doing generator stuff? He's the computer guy. I missed. I went to put my hand on it and I missed. Samus ain't feeling too hot, guys. Shenanigans happening. Yeah. Let's get that. What?
Samus, all efforts to stop the meteor have failed. Now that the defense system is back online, it remains our last chance to stop the meteor. You must get to the control tower and fire the defense cannon. We are uploading the location of the control tower to you now.
Is it just me, or did that door just frickin' disappear instead of opening normally? What is that crazy thing? I really want to know what that is and what it does. Cleaner bot, maybe? Alarm bot? It's not doing anything to defend the hallway, so it can't be a defense bot. Let me scan it. Oh. Save game. Save often, save always. I like how the alarm continued during the save animation, but it wasn't going off before I saved. There it is! There's the comet! Asteroid, meteor, whatever you want to call it. Wow, that was a really terrible model there for a second. Did that load incorrectly or something? No, I think that's just how it looks. Alright. What's this? Energy jet status online, flow from generator at 100%. Why can't I just cross the bridge normally? Why I gotta do it this way now? I wonder if that timer actually does count down, or if it's purely, like, location-based. How do non-morphal people get around in situations like this, right? I can't see. Ah, there we go. It's because that's a wall. That's why I couldn't see. I see now, said the blind man. Things are getting urgent. And I'm going to take my sweet time. I hate that how the scanner's kind of broken here. Let me just scan these. I never noticed they actually have the letters on them. Put my hand on it.
You're late. We were about to leave you behind.
The meteor is approaching faster than you think.
If we don't make it to the top in time, we can kiss this planet goodbye.
Hey, relax. We're the good guys. Justice will prevail and all that stuff. Right, Samus?
Here, let's do this.
I forgot I could move the camera during that. I wonder if I could have scanned during that. Gandrada has some kind of frisbee thing. Also, yes, Kaiju, you missed the chicken fight. Oddly animated slow-mo blast. There's one thing about the new Dark Samus design that I do not like, and it's that its arm cannon just looks like misshapen coral instead of looking like a gun. It just has like 4 holes in it that are oddly shaped for some reason, and none of them are central. Also, yes, it is the strongest thing in the game, but I don't like how the shape of its gun is. I also liked that Gore had a ka-chunky engine thing going on when he was just standing in place. Cool orbital laser, bruh! That chair is the strongest thing in the game. I read that as that character's the strongest thing in the game. That chair, you're right, that chair is pretty strong. They should make armor out of those chairs. 1 month later.
She's coming too. Can you hear me, Samus?
Oh gosh, the lag.
Vital signs are stable.
Welcome back, Samus. You've been asleep for quite some time. A month, to be exact. We feared we'd lost you. Thanks to your great work, Norian is now safe.
Okay, I could have pulled this up, but I couldn't scan anyone on the elevator, probably.
At the end of the battle, we found you and the other hunters all unconscious. Our medical examinations then yielded surprising results. Your bodies are now, somehow, self-generating Phazon. What's even stranger is that there are no negative effects to your health. This led us to investigate if we could make effective use of this Phazon. During the invasion on Norian, you must have noticed some powerful troopers in new suits. They were wearing what we call Phazon Enhancement Devices, or PEDs. We integrated this same Phazon Enhancement device into your armor while repairing your damaged bodysuit. Troopers wearing this device have Phazon pumped to their weapons from an external backpack. This gives them an extra boost in firepower. But in your case, think about it. With this Phazon coursing through your body, you can fuel the PED using your own internal energy. Pretty effective, don't you think? Why don't you try the PED now? Seal the room.
I like that my little circle in the middle of the screen is the same exact size as the door at the other end.
Initiate PED program.
Why is she raising up into the air for this?
Recharging energy reserves.
Injecting one energy tank of Phazon into the PED system will activate hyper mode. Press and hold plus to initiate hyper mode. Let's see if I can remember how to do this. Hyper mode ends when the PED tank is depleted. You can also exit hyper mode by pressing and holding plus.
Recharging energy reserves.
Check out our gun.
Training complete.
You must have noticed during this test that hyper mode possesses devastating power. Over the past month, we've learned the hard way just how powerful our enemies are. To deal with them, you'll need the firepower of the PED suit. Make good use of it. Now that you are familiar with the workings of the PED device, the Aurora Unit 242 would like to meet with you. There are many pressing matters to discuss. The AU chamber is located just off the command bridge. You'd better get going. Good luck.
See what I mean by the circle being the same size as the door? You can't even tell that circle's there until I move the screen.
Oh, and one more thing. After 25 seconds, the safety feature automatically ends hyper mode. You'll have to keep paying attention.
We got a cool new suit! PED suit acquired! Press and hold plus to enter hyper mode. Additional data downloaded to inventory screen. GF Mark 6 Biopod. Status normal. Unit is used to perform medical procedures of extreme difficulty. Biopod control platform. Federation medics use this during procedures involving the biopod. Data file PX013 Phazon Enhancement Device. We're back to orange, it seems. The Phazon Enhancement Device is designed to harness the energy of Phazon minerals, originally discovered on Aether, for a new Federation weapon system. They were not originally discovered on Aether. Then again, it might be the GF troopers that discovered it on Aether, whereas Samus first found it on Talon. It is being tested by a GF Marine battalion stationed in the Norian system. Marines can initiate an energy siphon from a supply of Phazon carried in a backpack into their armor suits. This allows them to temporarily enhance the exoskeletal and weapon systems of their armor suits. To date, no Marines have displayed signs of Phazon sickness. Phazon! Phazon is a substance of extragalactic origin. It is a highly radioactive ore with extreme mutagenic properties. It has certain biological qualities, including the ability to reproduce itself. Exposure to Phazon often affects the brains of sentient beings, causing erratic, destructive behavior. It is also a potent source of energy, surpassing even fuel gel in pure output potential. It must be handled carefully, as it can cause Phazon sickness if used incorrectly. Wonder what's up with this room and these lights on it. Oh, I forgot to scan that. Shoot. Mounted panel is invulnerable to standard weapons, but can be damaged by Phazon-based attacks. Mark 13 Twin Hydra multi-turret unit has 4 rail cannons ready. Unit's targeting system is engaged. Oh wow, it does. It's just the cannon from earlier, but there's 4 of them on the same thing. Cool. Item identified. Ultra Phazon unit replenishes 100 units of Phazon. So yeah, we don't have HP anymore. We have Phazon. Those HP orbs we saw earlier in the game, we'll never see those again. Now, I can do this. And this. It's a lot like the move that Dark Samus uses, but not as widespread.
A pleasure to meet you, Samus.
At long last, we don't have to scan every little thing. Oh, there's the door. This hallway looks familiar.
Samus, you made it. Glad to hear you're feeling better. You've been cleared to enter the AU chamber. Please proceed through these doors and up the lift. The Aurora unit is expecting you. Samus Baron entering AU lift area. Security clearance 5 granted. Clearance confirmed, G5. Opening chamber vault.
Aurora unit access doors can only be opened by authorized Galactic Federation personnel. That's a big door. I love it. Communication platform allows users to interact with the Aurora unit. Use terminal to talk to AU-242. Aurora unit tanks serve as the heart of all Federation battleships, unable to see through liquid solution. Oh! I have a new stream spammer now. It's not Stream Boo anymore. This thing looks oddly... It looks like Mother Brain if she...
Let us begin. Time is most critical.
It looks like Mother Brain if she put on a bulletproof vest just all over her brain.
During the attempted pirate invasion of Norian, it was confirmed that 2 nearby planets were similarly attacked. These planets were named Brio and Elysia. These Leviathans have impacted and embedded themselves deep into each planet, spreading a virulent phazon carried inside their bodies.
Virulent? I always pronounced it as virulent. Interesting.
The Leviathans must be destroyed. 2 weeks ago, we dispatched runters to Brio, Gore to Elysia. While Andreda was sent to locate the space pirate stronghold. Like you, they were outfitted with PED devices in order to confront this new threat. In their absence, we need you to travel to these planets and finish their missions. The closest planet is Brio. This will be your first objective. Please be on the lookout for any clues that might help us understand what happened to Rundus and the other hunters. Good luck.
Samus was the last to wake up. Interesting, considering that she was also the last to lose consciousness. You'd think that would imply better health than the others. And we're out of here! Good luck, Samus. Well, that was a bit jarring.
Samus, the fleet is now moving to the rendezvous location. You will no longer be able to dock with us from this point forward. Rest assured, we will keep communication lines open and supply you with information when necessary. Good luck on Brio.
I've got time. Let's go check out a little bit of Brio. Funnily enough, Brio's the one in the background, not the one in the foreground begging for your attention. We'll be going here eventually, but not right now. Which is a shame, because I like Elysia a lot more than Brio. But yeah, we actually have multiple new planets to explore in this game instead of just one. It's kind of neat. Prime Hunters did it as well, but not... Prime Hunters is significantly scaled down. What an interesting place. Let's save the game quick. I forgot I actually really like the music here. I don't know what's going on with this, but it's awesome. I wish I knew what was going on with it. Like, if we could make use of it or something.
Samus, the Leviathan seed is protected by an energy shield. You will not be able to reach it with that barrier active. We need more data to determine how the shield can be disabled. You are near the wreckage of a downed Federation vessel. If you can use the satellite uplink on the ship, you may be able to access information concerning the seed. Prepare to receive the ship's coordinates now.
Alright, now we have some new scans to deal with. Check out these big guys. Moganar-class War Golem is offline and trapped within stone mass. This unit is beyond repair. I wonder why they decided this thing should have a weapon that's essentially a giant gear scythe that looks extremely unwieldy. Sculpting process was halted 328.9 years ago. So that one was actually being built out of that rock. This one, what did it say? It was offline and trapped within it. It's getting a bit late. Centuries ago, these beacons were designed to guide ships safely to landing during harsh weather. They are all the way over here, instead of being over here around the actual platform, but oh well. We have more gear stuff happening down here. Pillar ruins are composed of organic stone that is native to Brio, originally placed to greet travelers. Night Barb generates protective energy field. Contact with field is dangerous. Is this not the same name as the barb things from the second game, or were those called ing barbs? Night barbs are predators, traveling in packs to search for prey. They have the ability to generate a protective field of energy around their bodies. The ability is unstable, however. If the field makes contact with another life force, it will overload. This also consumes the life force of the night barb, much like a bee's sting ends its life. Is it Spaic or Spike? Spaic sounds like a slur. The spike bush is an indigenous strain of plant life that produces venom within its leaves. Good thing it's harmless to me. Weathered altar ruins were once part of a much larger structure. Its original purpose is unknown. Mature Kosh plant has fully developed bark that only heavy beams and explosives can damage. And this is our Brio brand cache. I don't like these mushroom things. They're ugly. They're cool, but ugly. I think it's mainly the color that bothers me. Kosh plant, used by Brionians to store field supplies and vital gear. It's purple. Heavy stone door contains a low-level energy shield that can be disrupted by any weapon. I like that you actually do have to shoot the center of this door. Brio native is encased in solid ice. Scans indicate that the bioform inside is still alive. That's unfortunate, and I can't break him out, at least currently. Bioform appears to have been engaged in combat at the time of being frozen. Solid ice mass appears to have been made to gain entry to temple. Ice has not yet begun to thaw. The Winter Prince has been here. Gragnall! Lack of exoskeleton makes it agile but weak to most weapons. Oh, I keep yawning, oh my word. File BY-550. According to lore, these statues are a monument to the folly of war. Structure identified, hopper nest. The exterior is incredibly durable. Life signs detected within. Maybe I should read the full file on these, since these are actual creatures. Gragnalls are vulnerable to most weapons, as they have not developed the durable exoskeleton found on adult members of the species. They often travel and attack in groups. If they sense a nearby threat to their hives, they will not hesitate to advance. Their offensive capabilities are underdeveloped, leaving the ability to fire pulses of phazon energy their only form of attack. For some reason, these things can channel phazon, or have adapted to it somehow, such that it became essential to their existence, I guess. Scans indicate Bioform has sustained fatal spinal fractures from impacting the wall. Dude might still be alive, but he's absolutely in pain. Or numb and paralyzed. Large Brio coffers contain energy and weapon supplies, only damaged by weapon fire. Outer plating appears fragile. The yawns are coming full force now, my word. Statue does not appear to be attached to the ground and could be pulled with enough force. So one thing I get a kick out of is how these supposed caches, armored caches at that, just for some reason seem to have molten magma in them. Same for this one. What a strange cache design. I'll admit, I was gonna keep going and go until the first save point. I might still be able to do that. I'm trying to remember how far away the next save point is, because I'm starting to get real tired. I'm crashing. I think I can go back, right? I might just have to go back, save at the ship, and then call it good for the night. But here's your sample of Brio! And next time, we'll explore Brio proper. Explore Brio popular, because that makes sense. Well, I'll tell you in a minute. Let me save the game first. Heck yeah. Alright, everybody. We went through the entire tutorial. It was a long one, but now the game is set, the mission has been given, and we are ready to get into the proper gameplay of Metroid Prime 3. I'm gonna call it here. I will probably continue this on Thursday. So, for now, thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. You may find my YouTube and Discord and my Twitch profile for past content or communication. Or, if you're watching this on YouTube after the fact, you may find my Twitch at the WinterPrince52 for live streams. As opposed to recorded live streams, I guess. What are those bouncy boys over there? Hold on a minute. Can I... Oh, they're just like little bugs. I don't think I've ever seen those before. Can I shoot one? I can. And it's surprisingly hard. Interesting. Anyway, I think that's about everything. So, thanks again, everybody. I love you all. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night. I just noticed you can see the asteroid back there. Anyway, good night.